man on a mission, Danny Limelight. He said he is taking some time away from becoming the heavyweight champion to handle his business with HammerStone first.
I don't know if that was my choice that he's taking time away, because HammerStone defeated Danny Limelight when they faced off a few months back. And then Danny Limelight did win the Roulette Rumble, which would have gotten him a title shot.
Look at Danny Limelight. He is a stuntman and his part-time. Hope they don't fall before the match starts.
He might want to call his stuntman to take his place against the man he's about to face off against.
From Phoenix, Arizona, weighing at 270 pounds, HammerStone!
The greatest champion in FSW history, HammerStone, now a TNA superstar.
Finally got his Wall of Fame banner, and then it was desecrated by Danny Limelight.
And Danny Limelight, he knows what he's getting into, so unless he has a plan, I'm not too sure how smart it was to get under the skin of a guy like HammerStone.
Everybody's got a plan until they're locked in a cage with HammerStone.
HammerStone,
He made it!
yes. You know, HammerStone's falling at the Nugget and struggling here at the Silverton.
The last time HammerStone was in a cage match at the Silverton, he beat Karrion Kross and Jody the Wrestler to win the title for a second time.
And it looked like, shades of the last time we were here with a HammerStone backdrop knocking out their projector.
That's why we weren't back for 9 months.
That's right. And Danny Limelight and HammerStone, obviously if Danny Limelight wins, it definitely would put him in line as a challenger for the FSW Heavyweight Championship.
He does have a Mecca Grand Championship shot next weekend.
Yes, he
this
does.
Friday at ToyCon against Chris Bay.
You know, he'd like to sweep the week here in FSW.
You know, no one has ever beat HammerStone and Chris Bay in back-to-back FSW events.
Oh, you failed to neglect that HammerStone, I believe, did lose inside the steel cage to Johnny Mecca.
Yeah, and Ice Williams last year.
There you go.
Ending his 673, I think, off the top of my head.
So
day title reign.
1 and 2, HammerStone inside the cage.
It's Danny Limelight's second cage match in FSW. Oh, standing drop kick.
He was in a scramble, wasn't he?
Yep.
Back in when we had our first show back after the pandemic.
Oh, look at Limelight like a spider. Poppy Spider trying to escape the cage. One of the ways you can win. Oh!
And that momentum really did it in for Danny Limelight.
Yeah, combine that with Hammer's power. It's a miracle he's kicking out. And HammerStone letting Limelight know he wanted this rematch. He wanted this feud to reach the levels that it has.
It's a good thing our steel cage is holding up, Jake.
Yeah. Technically two more to go and the rest of this match. The construction abilities of Rocky T are unmatched.
And Danny Limelight has not done much in this match other than try to climb the cage.
Oh, Limelight! Symbiote DDT, rather than escape, he realized he needed to bust out some offense. Goes in for the cover with what little energy he had left. Went in for the cover.
And it looks like Limelight's got some fans also.
Well, you know, when you put on the type of performances Limelight does, it sometimes overrides your personality. Plus, you got to figure over the last year or so, Limelight's been more of a fixture on FSW events than HammerStone.
I'll tell you what, I got a lot of requests to ask if Danny Limelight's daughter was going to be here tonight.
I don't think Hammer could handle that.
And Danny Limelight hammering away.
You would think the way the beginning part of this match went, talking trash to HammerStone should not be something on the agenda for Limelight. Trying to cut HammerStone open, grinding his face into the cage.
And HammerStone, it's just brute strength.
And HammerStone once again went face first into the steel.
And it looks like Limelight trying to choke out HammerStone. It's inside the steel cage.
That is a big neck to try and work your arms around and have any effect. Oh, look at that. Limelight can't hold on. That's just too much of a meat mountain.
Oh, nice drop kick by Danny Limelight.
Danny Limelight was waiting for Hammer. Boot scrape.
And Danny Limelight, it looks like he might be trying to attempt to climb out once again. Oh, and he gets crotched by HammerStone on the top rope.
He's not going to be climbing. He's not going to be doing anything for a while. That's the break Hammer needed.
And HammerStone, and going after the back of the knee.
Hey, it's always been a strategy when you're giving up size. Chop the bigger opponent down.
More of a
Don't piss him off. That's
more
never
of a
been.
push slap, which.
Yeah, strategy's never been to piss off somebody bigger than you.
Big kick to the side of the head. Down goes HammerStone. But Hammer able to kick out before the 3 count.
And look at that. Too much to maneuver, too much size. The sheer girth of HammerStone crushed Limelight. Oh! And that's how you do it, using momentum. It got Limelight a 2 count. He's treating HammerStone like he's Shrek.
Oh, look at this. He catches Danny Limelight.
Well,
And a big choke slam from HammerStone. Could be the turning point.
if he had a slightly tighter grip, maybe we'd never have to hear Limelight talk ever again. Is tonight the night Limelight finally eats his words for good? Will HammerStone be the man to shut him up?
And Limelight, look, he's hanging on, but
He got plexed.
And it's not enough for HammerStone to pull out the victory. Danny Limelight kicks out before the 3 count, but Hammer is calling for the end.
Oh, Hammer didn't have a good grip in. Hammer and Limelight able to counter. Rolling elbow, not on a roll. How often can you be thrown by HammerStone and have a match continue on? We're about to find out.
And the huge power slam from Hammer. Thought he had the 3, but Danny Limelight, he is able to kick out before the 3 count, and HammerStone can't believe it.
HammerStone has to be thinking Nightmare Pendulum, right? He's thinking Jackknife. And Poppy knew exactly what he was thinking.
Oh, and look at this. Danny Limelight's got HammerStone.
Hurricane Poppy. And immediately ascends up. And hits the splash. Whoa. And now it's Limelight getting the near falls.
He hit him with the frog splash. Both men.
Both men have brought their A games in this match.
Which we've seen from HammerStone for over 10 years. Oh, and look at this.
You know, the ref can point it out, but he can't stop it with the wrist tape.
And Danny Limelight, we know he will pull out all the stops.
Trying to choke the life from Hammer, which would be a form of submission in a match, in a cage match.
And it looks like Danny Limelight, he is getting close.
He's getting close, but I don't think he realizes the real life Incredible Hulk is on his tail.
And Limelight, he is hanging. He's trying to get over.
He's got to get that leg.
If he gets that second leg over, there's not much HammerStone can do, but he is able to stop it. Oh, and look at this. Danny Limelight catches HammerStone.
Guillotine. Guillotine, and he's in a... Well, the referee got wiped out. And Limelight was going to try to hit the Spanish Fly from the top. Come on! No way!
Look at this power from HammerStone.
We have only seen HammerStone bust that out in one other FSW match. And it got him the win, and it should do that now, but there's no referee.
A nightmare pendulum from the top rope.
In Avalanche, people don't kick out of the regular nightmare pendulum. When it becomes an Avalanche nightmare pendulum, people might not be kicking out ever again in their lives.
And the referee being knocked out saves Danny Limelight.
And Limelight goes low. Not like this. Thank God. PK.
And what does it take to pin HammerStone?
You know, we really don't know anymore.
You know, It might have been the best decision of Danny Limelight to try to escape the cage. Look at this.
He dicked him, and he gets turned inside out. Danny Limelight saves himself.
Danny Limelight has now saved himself for the second time.
And Danny Limelight with the referee down. Hammer's attention turned. Well, that scene should look very familiar to HammerStone. Because the same way he beat Karrion Kross in the cage a couple of years back was by escaping it, climbing over the top, and dropping to the floor. Danny Limelight tried everything. He threw everything against the cage to see what would stick. And finally, it was taking out the ref, diverting HammerStone's attention, and climbing up the cage.
You know, for all